What's up, everybody? It's your boy DJ 730, and I'm back with another one. And as y'all can see, I got a good little basketball in the background. It's opening night. So even though I talk about it, I actually watch it. And I got a parlay in from the casino. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all see a little bit of it, not a whole bunch. You know, slight bet to win, 5 to win $56. Nothing too serious. But as we waiting on this money to roll in, we gonna do it just like this, man. I got a Larry Bird video for y'all. And since y'all know what day it is, it's the second NBA day opener. We gonna do it just like this, man. The video we doing is the best Larry Bird three-point shooter story ever told. So the cover had him and Curry on it, so I guess it's him versus Curry in this three shit, man. And it's a good debate that I wanted to have with the audience anyway. And that's the following I have with the Larry Bird. We want to see who is the best three-point shooter of all time. Everybody can have their own opinion on this one. This one, I like this conversation, but I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer. I just get off of work. Y'all see me fresh off of work vibe. I'm gonna drop another video tomorrow. I'm gonna drop one tonight, tomorrow, and Friday, because this weekend I got homecoming at Arthur Pete University. I'm gonna be DJing for the Outfits all weekend, so I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer, man. Make sure y'all like this video all the way up. Make sure y'all get in the comments and commentate, and also make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers so I ain't have to work no more, so I can just work for y'all and keep providing y'all with the dope content and videos. And like I said, man, it's your boy DJ 730. Let's get into it. Boom.
Bird is one of the great shooters in the history of the sport. Not even close. Not good. He was great. He's one of the top 5 3-point shooters of all time. That's how good Bird is. Oh, yes. We're not three-point shooting contests. He was phenomenal. Bird was a great shooter.
This is the face of a Larry Bird denier, because one seemingly innocuous comment about how great of a three-point shooter Larry Bird was had him all in his feelings.
Doug, it's just math. It's attempts, it's makes, and it's percentage. And there's no way you could ever argue Larry Bird is a top 3 3-point shooter of all time. There's plenty of people that have shot more, made more, and guess what? Made more at a higher percentage than Larry Bird from 3. He's not one of the greatest 3-point shooters ever.
Now, as someone who claims to be a student of the game, why in the world would JJ Redick say something so idiotic? In the words of the great Roy Jones Jr., y'all must have forgot. JJ Redick, this video is dedicated to you.
Yes, to be.
I lived that 80s era, and Larry Bird was one of the greatest three-point shooters that's ever played this game. Fuck percentages. It ain't about that. It's about hitting big shots, things that he couldn't do as a player.
Larry Bird hit more big three-point shots than anyone, even to this day, and he did it in supreme fashion, while trash talking every step of the way.
Man.
We're playing Phoenix, and we're way ahead, okay? We're down in the old Saddle Dome that they had outside.
Right.
And Larry, we're playing good as a team. Larry has the worst fourth quarter known to man. I mean, he's throwing the ball to the other team. I'm like, good Lord, we had like a 15-point lead. Next thing you know, we're down 2. And I'm like, how in the world are we going to lose this game, man?
So we have a play, out of bounds play. Larry says, I'm going to bust off the play, and I'm just going to come out, and I'm going to shoot a 3. And I'm like, no, don't do that. I'm like, let's shoot a 2, please. Go in the hole, try to get fouled. Let's just get into overtime, see if we can't win this game.
So, Larry not only tells me that, he walked by the bench and says, typical Birdie, just real slow, fixing to bust a 3 on your guys and go home. And so he breaks the play.
Max looking, loops it to Bird, a runner. It's good!
Legendary.
And he gets the ball, jumps out, busts the play, comes out, gets the ball to slot, shoots the ball. As the ball's in the air, he kind of turns towards the Phoenix bench and yells, "Told you so!" He stops running to the locker room. And I just started laughing. I was like, oh, man.
That was Birdie. And he had the confidence. Man, that dude had so much confidence. He talked to the coaches. He talked to everybody. He was talking trash all the time, man. But fun. Great competitor, man.
And what Kevin McHale failed to mention is that Larry Bird had not taken a single three-pointer that entire game.
Hey, JJ, I hope you're listening. Larry Bird was the first player to make the three-point shot a strategic weapon. You know, you weren't out there taking 14 or 15. He liked to use it as a dagger in the fourth quarter. Nobody else used it as strategically as Larry Bird did.
Even Michael Jordan understood that shooting too many threes was not the best way to win.
There's Jordan for three, yes!
When you have that mentality, as I found out in the first game, of making threes, you don't go to the hole as much. You go to the three-point line and you start sitting there waiting for someone to find you. And that's not my mentality. And I don't want to create that because it takes away from all phases of my game. My game is a fake drive to the hole, penetrate, dish off, dunk or whatever.
But for some reason, JJ Redick actually thinks basketball is just a math equation. And he couldn't be more wrong. Just because 3 is more than 2 doesn't mean you should jack up a bunch of threes. Larry Bird not only was a great three-point shooter,
that was
but
a lot
he
of
had one of the
James
highest
Harden
basketball
missing.
IQs in NBA history. And even he never averaged over 4 three-point attempts per game in any season. But he shot them and made them when they truly mattered. Like in this game, when the Celtics were down by 3 with 7 seconds to go, and then this happened.
Crowd is standing up. It goes now to Bird. Bird goes up top. And a three-point field goal to Bird. 4 seconds left. He hits it. And it's all tied up again.
Hey, that announcer needs some milk.
And if you think that one-legged three-point shot was luck, well, explain this. Because in that same game, in overtime, with 2 seconds left, and the Celtics down by 1, this happened.
And he aims to inbounds for the Celtics, trailing by 1. 2 seconds left. Into Bird. He fires.
Ooh.
And the Celtics win. Unbelievable. Larry Bird at the buzzer.
There's something to be said for the guy who does it when you have to have it done, as opposed to those guys that can do it for the first 3 quarters. But do you see Steph Curry? Can you say he's the best shooter that we've ever seen?
No, I don't know about that. The thing is, anybody can shoot it when it's tied. It's when you're down 1 or down 2. I mean, how many guys make that shot?
But since JJ Redick loves his numbers so much, let's compare prime Larry Bird's three-point numbers with Steph Curry's 2016 unanimous
Here we go, y'all.
MVP
Y'all ready?
season.
Let's get it.
Steph Curry shot 45.4% from 3, while Larry Bird shot 42.3% from 3. Now, in a vacuum, using only this number, the unsophisticated analyst might assume that Steph Curry was a better three-point shooter than Larry Bird, but not so fast. How about we compare each player to the three-point shooters of their own era? In 2016, the league average three-point percentage was 35.4%. This means that Steph Curry was 28% better than league average. In 1985, the league average three-point percentage was 28.2%. This means that Larry Bird was 51% better than league average. So, in reality, Larry Bird dominated the three-point line in his era even better than 2016 unanimous MVP Steph Curry. But numbers don't make an argument. Their only purpose is to supplement what we already know to be true.
If the three-point shot was what it is today, back in the 80s, Bird would have scored 50 a game. He made every mid-ranger in the world. He was a 90% free throw shooter. Outside of one jumper when he missed a game 4 jumper against Magic, he had a broken hand. I don't recall ever a big shot in a big game that he ever missed.
So, answer this question. If you need one player to hit one three-point shot to save your life, who are you taking? Steph Curry, who lost the three-point shooting contest 5 times to his peers? Or Larry Bird, who won the three-point shooting contest back to back to back?
There were pros back then. There were cons back then. But to say anything disparaging about Larry Bird and his perimeter shooting and his three-point shooting,
asinine. Like, JJ, he probably beat your ass in a three-point shooting contest today.
And though it sounds like hyperbole, this is what a 60-year-old Larry Bird did at an Indiana Pacers practice.
So the whole team is just stretching, and Larry just walks on the court, grabbed the ball, and started jacking threes, like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Like, I'm looking at everybody, I'm like, do y'all see this right now? And he made like at least 10 in a row threes, like just in a row, walked off and sat like he ain't do nothing, like it was regular, and folded his legs and just sitting there looking at us. I'm like, yo, this guy, nice. I'm like, man, that's a lesson right there.
Speaking of shooting threes, Coach, you at the three-point competition, walking in the locker room, who's playing? Did you really say that? Who's playing for second?
Yeah, I did. I was so bad because Leo Wood never crossed the three-point line. All he did was he always shot threes. So I thought he might be the competition. When I walked in there, he's sitting there, and I said, okay, now they're down to the nitty-gritty. Who's coming in second? You already know who's going to win this. I think they were a little nervous.
And after Larry Bird hit 11 straight threes in this final round, he decided to hit one off the backboard just for fun.
And then the walk off with your hand up. I mean, come on, Coach. Come on.
You know, when you're shooting them, you don't know what the score is.
Right.
But I had a feeling by when the crowd was going, I had to make the last one. And that one there looked perfect all the way. So if it would have bounced out, I would have felt like an idiot.
Well,
but it went in, I got lucky and got the check and went home.
Larry Bird winning the long-distance shootout for the third year in a row.
Long-distance shootout is nasty.
Now imagine that. Larry Bird, who didn't even see a three-point line until after he entered the NBA.
Take it in the face and then not watch him shoot it. Unbelievable. You know how far away that is?
Somehow became the greatest, most clutch three-point shooter of all time. And he did it in the most physical era of basketball. I don't care what JJ Redick says.
I watched Steph Curry off the ball in a playoff game.
Oh, he's great.
Getting grabbed and held by Marcus Smart. They're attached to him at all times.
Right.
Then when I watched Larry Bird come off the pin down, and no one's within 5 feet of him, and they're shooting the gap. You're telling me one is more physical than the other? You're telling me that's more physical than Steph Curry being grabbed and held for 48 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, JJ continues to embarrass his university and diminishes the worth of a Duke degree by speaking with such colossal ignorance in public, with such arrogance and authority.
Colossal ignorance is nasty,
to suggest that a no hand-checking finesse league where people are camping out 42.5 feet with a basket is more physical than the NBA of 30, oh my God, they'll talk about 50 or 60 years ago, but even 30 years ago. When does he come up with this? This defies common sense.
And Michael Cooper, who was Larry Bird's toughest defender in the 80s, took JJ Redick's comments very personally.
You know what? Watch your mouth, man, when you're talking about former players and who can do this and who can do that. Because the game changed in the 80s because it was so physical. In today's NBA, I don't know what game he's looking at. You can't touch the guy. Anytime you touch anybody, a three-point shooter, come close to them when they're landing, it's a foul. To say that Steph is getting more contact, man, that guy has no clue of how basketball was played in the 80s. And I guarantee you this, JJ Redick, if you had played in the 80s, this is Michael Cooper talking, I'd have locked your ass up. You wouldn't have got a shot off. You wouldn't have got nothing off. You had spent more time on the bench than on the floor. When I was on the floor, you couldn't have played when I was on the court.
I mean, for JJ Redick to disrespect an entire generation of basketball players, what did he expect?
First of all, Redick don't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm going to say it. Right?
I agree.
He don't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm like, what basketball was you watching? To say something as idiotic as that is ridiculous. And for JJ Redick, who played this game, I'm very disappointed that he has said something so stupid. When I hear that, I'm like, you really don't know, do you? We had our time. It was a great time. It's their time now.
Yes.
But don't crap on us to prove your point. Yeah. Because it doesn't make sense and it's not valid. I don't hate on these guys.
You're responding right now.
Yeah.
You're not.
I don't hate on these guys. These guys are great. I just don't like the disrespect. Yeah. And to say that about Larry Bird, it's just a stupid comment to make.
Unfortunately, somewhere
Shake
along the
my
way,
head.
common basketball knowledge was lost. But hopefully, these Larry Bird stories enlighten you to why the world fell in love with basketball in the first place.
It is be lighting
Statistical
up.
play down. There's a timeout.
That's why I'm
They're
doing
coming
them, Bucko.
down, and Larry gets me at the top of the key, and he's walking me underneath this basket. He goes, "Coop, I'm ready to wear your ass out." What? Okay, I get down my best defensive stance. He goes down the lane. He comes off the left side, and Robert Parrish sets a pick. And we knew the play. We knew what was coming up. And Kareem was ready. And as Larry comes off the pick, shoulder to shoulder with Parrish, and I'm trailing behind him, he catches the basketball right about the elbow. And he gets the ball, and he goes up, and Kareem stops him from turning the corner. Larry catches the ball, he goes up in the air, and here I come. And I'm like, I'm getting ready to smash this shit, man. So I jump up, and I got my hand, and I don't know how Larry got this ball between Kareem and I. Kareem had his hands up. I'm coming with my right hand, and he hit a great pass. Like I said, I don't know how he got it to him. Hits Robert Parrish, and Larry looks over his shoulder at me, and he laughs. He said, "I told you, motherfucker."
Man.
It's also had a telling effect on Michael Cooper underneath the basket. They're wearing him out.
That's what made Larry larger than life, because if anybody in today's game, maybe Steph Curry comes off that, they force that shot up there. They try to get the shot off, but that's the difference between Larry. That play right there softens you up for the next time. Now Kareem's not going to jump out. Now Larry's wide open to shoot the ball. So I would expect former players to really understand that, but I never ever discount another player at any decade. I hate Larry Bird, but I respect the hell out of that man. And Larry Bird was one of the greatest three-point shooters that's ever played this game. Fuck percentages. It ain't about that. It's about hitting big shots.
As much as analytics
y'all
have
heard it
evolved
first.
the way we
Y'all heard it first, man. We doing it just like this. Like I said, I'm gonna keep the Larry Bird stories going. So, man, like, y'all give me y'all opinions who y'all top three-point shooters of all time is, man. I'm not gonna give y'all mine. Y'all don't have to harass me to give me to get an answer from me. So, like I always said, man, it's your boy DJ 730. I'm finna shoot another Larry, man. I gotta keep these things going. I'm trying to keep y'all flooded and happy with the motion and potion. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Give me to 1,000, man. I'm almost there. I'm at like 904, 905, one of them. Make sure you get in the comments, commentate, because I will talk back. I will also be getting back to everybody that commented lately, too. I'm just letting them all pile up. So when I come through, I don't want y'all to be like, damn, he did answer. Y'all know how I get down. Like I said, man, it's your boy DJ 730, man. I'm out.